Alrighty. So I already have the sugar in the bowl and my flour because flour and sugar is over underneath the, I guess it's like a peninsula. So that's all over there. I'm doubling the recipe because I do have 4 cups of blueberries that are getting ready to go. So what a better way to just make blueberry muffins with them. So we needed a cup and a half of sugar. And now we need a cup of milk. So I'm just using my half a cup. 1, 2. That's my milk. Lid back on. And for some reason, the oven is 425. When you bake them for 5 minutes, then you lower it. So I'm not sure why. Alright. I didn't need to put the oil away because I need the oil. The milk, because I don't have no room for it on the counter. And then we're going to do a cup of oil. I don't know. A cup of oil, it seems like a lot. Oil and muffins. I don't know. Let me put it in cakes. So then as I go along, we're going to talk a little bit. Alright, sorry, had to leave again. I'm back. Alright, so the first thing is I need my eggs in my handy dandy Dollar Tree container. I love these. Love, love, love them. The only thing I found out goes in the refrigerator really nice. I had a little bit of a problem getting it out. So then we're going to need 2 large eggs. There's 1. And there's 2. All right. Right there. My towel. And then we're going to need vanilla. We're going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Now, if you guys come across this at the Dollar Tree, here's the box. I urge you to pick this up. This is real vanilla. It is out to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And that's where when I vacation in Mexico, that's where I go. And I bring a huge, literally, the bottle's that big. Awesome. Most awesome vanilla that I've ever used. I got my daughter-in-law one the first time that I went, and she's a baker. Well, she likes to bake. I don't like to bake, I like to cook. So it's going to be 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And when I gave it to her, she used it. She's like, I don't like that. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't like it? I said, that's the best vanilla in the world. And what it was is she wasn't used to it because it is on the strong side. Now, I am a vanilla and cinnamon fanatic. If you could take a vanilla, and just cinnamon, just those 2 things, and make me a drink, make me something to eat, I could live on that. Live, live, live. So now this vanilla is not opening. This is just how everything goes. I should check, but I don't. And my life is just all topsy-turvy and upside down, but I guess if it wasn't, I wouldn't be me. And then a little dash extra. Just a little dash. But once she got used to it, yeah, she agrees. She loves it. She's like, are you going back soon? I'm like, no, I don't have the money to do that. Okay, so we have the sugar, we have the milk, we have the oil, the egg, and the vanilla. All right, now in a separate bowl, we're going to combine the flour, which is 2 cups of flour, which I've already done. And we need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So let me rinse my teaspoon off, just so the baking powder doesn't stick to it. And we're going to put that there. Got the baking powder here. And it's just Meyer store brand. Cobblestone Girl, Cobble Girl. Who grew up on that? I did. I use that. 2 teaspoons, a lot of baking powder. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Good old brands. Everybody's got a store brand. Some are okay, some are eh. And salt. Got my pink Himalayan salt, and that's going to be a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And see me baking, and I can't see. And there's a 1/2 teaspoon right here. There we go. We got our salt in. Okay, so now I need to, I got my mixer out, but I guess I don't need it. Let me get a whisk. This plastic one, not my favorite one. I don't know what happened to my Pampered Chef one. Because it just says, in a medium bowl, stir together sugar, milk, oil, egg, and vanilla, which we have. And I'm running slow today, so everything has stirred up quite nicely once you get the sugar aligned from the bottom. And I have my muffin tins already lined with the muffin liners. So now we need to add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and stir until it just combines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get something other than a plastic whisk, because I don't think that's going to work. I know, I'm not together. I'm all over. I want to show you. Of course, I can't find one. There's gotta be one over here. Oh, here we go. I lost them yesterday.
Grandma.
What, Em?
Tracy, come and see the world.
Tracy, give it back, please. So, this spoon, it comes from Brandless. It's $3, which is cheaper than Pampered Chef, and I love my Pampered Chef. This is thicker also. I love it. It's got a little copper dingy dingy on the bottom. It's nice, and I got a flat one to cook my hamburger with. Oh, gotta go pay referee. I just refereed, and here they go again. Alright, so we're going to take our dry ingredients, give them a stir, so everything's just not sitting on top of everything. Oh my goodness gracious. Never had her Cindy Lou Who. Casey wants her Cindy Lou Who. Now she wants to play with him, and he's mad, so he don't want to play with her. Okay, so then we're going to take our dry ingredients and add them to our wet ingredients. And it says stir just until combined. So, I know I didn't get a video out. I've been having some, not really issues, just a lot going on in my life, which that's for another day. But if you're interested, let me know. But anyways, talk about my weight loss journey. I'm making blueberry muffins. I have been trying for 10 years now. December 2018, it was 10 years ago that I got my first gastric bypass. And I was all excited. I just, you know, I knew how to what I had to do, and I was going to follow the rules. And then do the doctor error. It didn't work. So then, no other doctor would look at me. No other doctor would touch me because he was still in the state of Michigan. And as far as I know, he's no longer here. He was working for Henry Ford. And Henry Ford gave him the boot. But this is very thick. Very thick. Okay, now it says to put the blueberries in. So I took the blueberries, put them in a plastic bag, and I sprinkled just a little bit of flour on there, and I shook them up in the bag because I was reading yesterday that, oh, there's more flour than I thought. But I was reading yesterday that if you did this with the blueberries, it didn't float up as much. I think that's what it was. But, so I found a doctor. He fixed me. A different surgery, duodenal switch, where it still mess with your intestines, but they leave your duodenal intact. And it's like your hunger mechanism, so you know for sure when you're hungry. Because when you get the bypass for a long time, you know you just have to eat. You know what you have to eat. It's supposed to be low fat this, low fat that, sugar-free this, which is actually, I think they're learning that that's kind of more, doing more good than harm. Okay, so I incorporated the blueberries. And I dropped you. I didn't drop you. I knocked you down. I'm sorry. Alright, so my blueberry, my liners are in here, so we're going to divide the batter between 12 of the muffin cups. I have 24. So let me go see what I can do and get to those two. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday to you. So today what I'm doing, because I have therapy with this wonderful hairdo, because it is bad. My hair is bad. But now we're going to make blueberry muffins this morning in my old glasses, and I have a hard time seeing. So I'm in the kitchen right now, on the counter, refrigerator behind me, a cupboard over there, calendar and paper towels. So I have never made blueberry muffins before. This will be my first time I've ever made blueberry muffins. And I just pulled a recipe off Pinterest, and it's called Blueberry Crumble Muffins. So we're going to see how these turn out. So, hang on one second.
Oh my God!
Alright. Brothers and sisters love. Yeah, I love it. In a quarter cup, I did a quarter cup as it was really full. So I'm doing like an eighth of a cup or so. But this is so thick. I don't know if I messed it up. I read the directions. I followed it completely. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a baker. I can bake pies. People have told me I make the best pineapple upside down cake and German chocolate cake they've ever had, but I use cake flour. So maybe I should have used my cake flour. I don't know. So anyways, my new doctor, he decided that he was gonna give me a look, see what's happened, and see if he could fix it. And so when I went to him, he, asked me what I thought was wrong, and I told him. And he just kind of looked at me and he was like, well, a lot of people like to blame it on the doctor, but when itself, they've stretched your stomach out. And I said, okay, not a problem. We'll go in and see. And, do that endoscopy. And he, I was right. So he did the surgery on me. My first surgery I was supposed to have on Monday. My insurance company called me on Friday and told me after they approved it, they denied it. That was in September of 2013. Everything happens for a reason, they say. So I was so upset. My friends were leaving the next day to go to Mexico. They scrambled together and got me a ticket and told me to go home and pack. I was just in tears. So I ended up, instead of having surgery, going to Puerto Vallarta for a week. I have to say it was better. But so come August 2014, my insurance company went back through everything and they approved it, and I went in for surgery. Then the next day, you always have to go down for a swallow test, which they hadn't come and got me, but they said I could have ice chips. And I told them, oh, something's wrong because this isn't moving. And something's wrong because I'm getting more than 12 cupcakes, or 12 muffins. And so I ended up having to go back in for surgery to remove the blockage. I don't know what the blockage was. I don't know anything about the blockage other than I had a blockage. When I was on the table, I coded on the table. Then I woke up to being back. That's what I saw somebody do. I closed my eyes again. I don't know how much longer it was. I don't even know where I was. But I could hear people talking, saying, we gotta hurry up. I don't know how long she's gonna be paralyzed, and I gotta get this chest tube out in her. So I woke up with a chest tube on a ventilator 2 days before my birthday. Happy birthday to me. That's what I got this year. That year I got a chest tube and a ventilator. And so I finally came back to consciousness. And I had no idea where I was, and all of a sudden I hear somebody, oh, and I'm like, oh, my daughter's here. She was just a boo-hooing. They had my arms restrained down, and I couldn't talk, so I had a tube in my throat, and anybody that knows me not being able to talk is just like a tragedy to me. But anyway, so I finally got the nurse to untie my hands, and I didn't pull my tube or anything out, which I told her I wasn't going to. And it was an experience, but I guess that what had happened is my lung threw a mucus plug, and my doctor, my regular doctor, told me nobody would have known. So I've had surgery since, and I've been scared because you never know when it's going to happen again or not going to happen again. And if it can happen to 1 million people, I'm that millionth person. So I was in ICU for I don't even know how long. And finally they moved me to a regular room, and I picked up an infection at the hospital. So again, back in surgery I went, and they installed a vacuum on my stomach to pull the yuckiness out. I've had that for a while. But since then, on my journey, I've done pretty good. I'm going to check with my doctor. I go see her on the 15th, 13th. But I'm going to ask her about insulin resistant, which I've heard about through keto. And people who do what they're supposed to do and tend to lose weight slower than other people are insulin resistant. And that could mean you're setting yourself up. Well, your body's setting it up for diabetes, like thyroid disease, other things, which everybody in my family has diabetes. And that's one of the reasons I got the surgery, because I did not want to go through that. I don't want to have diabetes. I don't want to have high blood pressure. I don't want to have high cholesterol. I wanted to be around for any grandchildren that I might get. Well, between two of them, I'm at half 5 as of August. I love being a grandma. Even when they fight and don't listen, I still love being a grandma. So, through all of that, it's been a struggle. A real struggle. I've gone through a lot. And then I ended up getting a hernia. And I called it my alien baby because I stood to one side and I actually, if you looked at me, I actually looked pregnant. And then I turned to the other side, just me. I've always carried my weight in my stomach. So right now, my weight still is in my lower stomach. After I was in a car accident in 2001, which was bad. I hit my head. I have a traumatic brain injury. I have some irreversible brain damage. I was crazy before that. That was very close to leaving me a vegetable. They do not know how I lived. I had to learn how to walk over. I had problems with my memory. I fall. It's been interesting, but I'm still here. And the only thing that, when I look back, I think one of the reasons that I lived is I was so big. I was over 300 pounds at the time. He hit us. We were at a dead stop. He hit us going 45 miles per hour, if not more. He tried to cut over to miss us, and when he did, he hit my side of the car, which crunched in the back, but also buckled the side. So it looked like we had been T-boned. Even the police had put on the report that there was only 2 cars involved into the accident, but our car looked like it had been T-boned. Knocked my shoes. He hit me so hard. Knocked my shoes off my feet. And broke them. Favorite pair of work shoes. But after that, I think it was in 2008, my mother-in-law died on Memorial Day. 2 days later, we found my friend's brother in his house. He had had a massive heart attack, and then the following week, her dad died. So we buried 3 people in 8 days. I went from one funeral home to another funeral home, and then back to that same funeral home, without hardly any break. So that made us all look at our lives and decide, you know, we need to do something better. And so that's when the surgery, we started looking into it. I had looked into it before, but my insurance wouldn't cover it at the time. So before my accident, I had been doing Weight Watchers for a while, and I was doing really good on Weight Watchers. And then it didn't help because my mom, she felt bad, so she was bringing me food. And she was bringing me food, and whoever else was there, she made sure there was enough food for everybody. So, I mean, pizza came in, KFC came in, I don't even know what all came in. I mean, and it was Pizza Hut she bought, not Little Caesars. And she bought like a family style meal deal from KFC, so, because there was people up there. My daughter was always up there with me. She would call around and say, who's going to the hospital before Dad gets off work? I want to ride with you. So I'm thinking between her and my sister, they had a lot to do with the food. But anyways, so I went from one hospital, and I was not air flighted, but I was taken by ambulance to the other hospital, I think. I don't even remember. And then I was there for 2 weeks. And then I was transferred to another hospital, but a PT hospital, so I could start physical therapy so I could walk. I had to learn how to walk over. But I didn't lose my ability to talk. I've lost a lot of memories with my kids. My husband would argue with me, and I'd say something. He's like, "Oh, you didn't say that." And I'm like, "Well, since when can you remember?" Because he could never remember. But when I couldn't remember either then. I couldn't say, no, I didn't know. I didn't remember what I said or what was said or what we did. But, so, jump to today. I still would like to get 50 pounds off. That would put me right around 100 pounds. I'm only 4'11". I have a small frame. And that would give me some leeway for some bounce back weight. So I figure if I can get down to 100, I'll probably bounce back to 110, 115. Which probably is where I should be. Unless I shrink more. But, so now I decided that I'm looking into the keto, and I think I'm going to try the keto. I can't afford Weight Watchers, and there's so much packaged food. And my daughter-in-law, when she cooks, it's just so many carbs, and it's just, you know, I don't know what I've tried to explain to her. So I try to do a lot of cooking on my own, but sometimes I run out of food. So I have to eat what they're making. It's not like it's bad food, but it's just not good for you food. So the only thing, if anybody knows, I'm going to shoot Nicole Burgess and Christy Davis. Nicole's been doing awesome on keto. She's been doing keto 13 or 14 weeks. If you're interested, go to Nicole Burgess. Look up her old videos when she started. And just, I'm watching her. And, or Christy Davis just started like 3 weeks ago. And I think she lost 16 pounds in the first 14 days. But mine is, I gotta shoot those ladies a message. I don't understand the macros. Because I need high fat, high protein, low carbs. So I gotta figure out how that, because my body only absorbs 80% of the fat that are put in it. So I'm gonna see if we can get this figured out. And I'm gonna go grocery shopping sometime this week. Trying to get my menu planned out. I found this keto Big Mac salad, so I love salads, so that sounds pretty good, and that would probably last 3-4 days, because it looks like it's a pretty big salad. But I was supposed to, today is just going to be tuna fish with hard-boiled eggs in the tuna salad, because I have to go to therapy, and I'm not going to have time to cook my shrimp and my scallops. So hopefully we're going to do that tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be a cook with me, shrimp, scallops, crab, and a lemon butter sauce. So, alright guys, I'm going to throw these in. Oh, I'm going to make the strudel. But the strudel is, it'll be a cup of sugar, cup of flour, 3 tablespoons of salted butter, 6 tablespoons of salted butter softened. And then you just put the crumbles on top of that. And it says don't overmix the crumble. Put that in the oven, put it in 425 for 5 minutes. Then lower the oven temperature without opening door to 350 and bake an additional 16 to 18 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Cool for 10 minutes and then remove them from the pans and cool completely. So I'm gonna go do that. But today also I want to try to slice up these radishes. I got a little bit of radishes. And fry them in some butter. They say when you do that to them, they taste just like potatoes. Potatoes is life to me. Everybody's got theirs, and mine is potatoes. And I've done really good. I still eat potatoes occasionally, which I can. But I don't sit down with famous that bag of chips anymore and container of dip, chip dip. I mean, it's been interesting. I'm learning as I go every day, just like everybody else is. So I'm gonna go and I'll take a picture of this when they come out of the oven. We'll break one open and see what it looks like inside. And if any indication of the batter is any indication of how these are going to turn out, they're not. I don't know what I did. Like I said, I'm not a baker. I just try. Alright guys, I will talk to everybody soon. I really don't have anything else planned for today because I just don't have time to cook. I don't know how long I'm going to be gone for physical therapy. It's my first appointment. I think it's just an evaluation, but I don't know how long that's going to take me. So definitely tomorrow I will be back tomorrow. And I'm going to go shopping sometime this week. I'm going to hit up the Dollar Tree, hit Aldi's, might pop into Dollar General and see what they have. So that'll all be coming out pretty soon. I'm excited. I miss going to the Dollar Tree. Gotta wait for my money. Alright guys, if I don't get back, have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And if I do get back, I'll be back. But if you'd like to subscribe, I would appreciate it. And hit that little bell. And then it'll tell you when I'm ringing your doorbell or knocking on your door saying, hey, let's go cook. Hey, let's go look at what I bought. Thumbs up, thumbs down, questions, comments. Put them underneath. My email's there if you want to email me about anything. And if I'm doing okay, let me know. If I'm doing a crappy job, let me know, please. I need to know if I'm doing anything wrong and how I can change it, what I can do to fix it. Because I just want to be able to entertain people, bring people things that they might not have seen yet. It could be at your store, or hey, you know, when somebody's having a clearance like Dollar General, this is what we got. Always check your Dollar Generals. Always uncheck for unmarked clearance. Check for those penny items. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I just want to, what little bit I know, I like to share with everybody else. All right, I'm going for sure this time. Bye. And this is how the final product turned out. They look good. I hope they taste as good as they look. Oh, Amber wants to show you her lunch, a hot dog and potato chips. And Logan's having homemade chili on his hot dog with some french fries. And Chasey's having a hot dog and Doritos. So, oh, there's my centerpiece on the table. Alright guys, I gotta get ready and go for my physical therapy. Yay! So, I'll talk to everybody later. Bye.